Well, he ain't a plumber, he's a toxic waste man. You don't know the difference between a pipe and a crowbar.
Now, back in the olden days, we didn't have video games or video game movies. All we had was a train pulling into a station and people freaked out. The first jump scare? But after 4,000 movies of Charlie Chaplin doing his titillating dance, society's hubris expanded beyond the fabrication of reality through film and sought to replicate Pac-Man. There have been like 5 notable video game movie adaptations, and most of them have been bad. No, yeah, you too, buddy. It seems like these two spheres of knowledge don't intersect very well, which is perfectly reasonable considering how different both the medium and the market is for them. But it does lead to funny stuff like the Doom movie, or Uncharted.
I'm like literally at Papa John's right now.
And it makes you wonder, how many of them failed to make the jump from the sticks to the big Hollywood blockbuster screen extraordinaire? Buddy, hey, I know the answer. It's a lot. Pac-Man! People have been trying to make this movie for years. They tried to make one in the coin-op arcade days, and then in 2008, Crystal Sky Media got the rights to make the Pac-Man movie. And Castlevania? Yeah, Crystal Sky Media. They made the straight-to-DVD Tekken movie.
Tekken.
Boom. Never heard from ever again. Now there are plans for a live-action Pac-Man by Wayfarer Studios, so we'll see how that goes.
We're gonna be canceled.
Keeping my eyes on you. Another retro guy coming to the big screen in a grounded, really humanized way is MegaMan. In 2015, they were already finalizing talks with Sherman Animation to release a MegaMan movie under Fox. Then they doubled down in 2018, saying they were going to go for a diverse audience. Capcom. Disaster strikes. Bob Iger Disney buys Fox. No more MegaMan movie. Or Sims movie. Where are these coming from? Okay, guys, it's still happening. But if Disney's involved, it probably won't fly. Where else can MegaMan really go? Oh, God.
But I won't miss this time.
Oh no, he's gonna blast.
I knew you'd
Be canceled.
Good news, guys, is that we're going to explore MegaMan as a person. The Minecraft movie. I remember the Minecraft movie. They announced it on Twitter, and I think everyone else was thinking, how the fuck are they going to make a Minecraft movie? And then they said that Steve Carell was going to be in it. Office Steve Carell.
I will have the gabagool.
And you'd think that they would cast Steve Carell as Steve, right? Right? Wrong. According to IMDb trivia page, there was a rumor going around that Pedro Pascal was going to be Steve Minecraft. Originally, the movie was being directed by Sean Levy, best known for Night at the Museum. But it sounds like Sean's creative vision didn't fit with Minecraft. Maybe he should have crafted a better story. Nothing. The release date for the movie comes and goes. Warner Bros. Removes it from its release schedule completely, and then we come to now. Nothing. The deafening silence for what could be potentially the most popular video game of all time's movie adaptation has gone, presumably permanently, dark. My guess? Roblox movie 2025. I go into the movie theater. One video game movie, please. Come on, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Candy Crush, Clash of Clans. Elf Bowling? $6 million? Looking down the list of canceled video game movies, it is a massacre. I've just barely scratched the surface. 2014, teaser for a Sly Cooper movie. Poof, nothing. 9 years goes by. Assassin's Creed got a movie that was just as boring as the games. Yes, great job, Ubisoft. So the sequel? Canned. 8 weeks before the filming of the Bioshock movie, wham, the movie's canceled. Isn't that Bioshocking? Activision has been planning a Marvel-style cinematic universe. 6 years ago! Even before the admittedly great Last of Us HBO show, there was an entirely different, separate, canceled Last of Us movie with Neil Druckmann as the same guy. Oh, God. No. Please tell me it's not true! Not even Elf Bowling is safe. Elf Bowling 2, caught in the crossfire. Okay, so I'm using my phone as a microphone now because my other mic broke. Don't make fun of me. That's what the rest of the video is going to be like. Polly, play Undertale music. Looking for a movie with pizzazz and fun? Look no further than Temple Run, made by the producer of all 8 Harry Potter films. JK! And just like that, we have been ghosted by the Temple Run movie. Big loss on everybody's part. Of all the games to get a movie, Klonoa is not the one I would have expected or gone with, personally, even though I love Klonoa, but there is indeed concept art of this canceled film, which you are seeing right now. Helmed by a production company I don't think exists called Henshin, because I couldn't find any info on them through a quick search, the Klonoa movie has vanished. Remember Spore? Remember this? Me too. Would you have watched a Spore movie? Probably not, and that's most likely why it was never finished and has not been heard from since 2009.
Oh, I like this one a lot.
Now, we arrive to where all discussions of cancelled or lost media inevitably end up, the conjecture section. These were movies that were a lot less real than the other ones we talked about, since many of them are based on comments from artists or rumors from industry insiders. For example, there was supposedly a script reading and concept art for a Plants vs. Zombies movie in 2010. Didn't go anywhere, but it was pitched, so it counts. Speaking of things that kind of count but not really, there was allegedly, and big emphasis on allegedly, a Knuckles the Echidna movie in the talks with Ken Penders and DreamWorks 20 years before the Sonic movie actually came out. And speaking of that Sonic movie, the original cut with the dollar store horror Sonic is still out there somewhere, waiting to be bought at an auction 15 years from now. Later on in my research for this video, I found that Charles Zembillas, a very prolific artist for most of the Crash Bandicoot games, posted about chatter around a Crash Bandicoot movie on his blog in 2015. This one was, once again, lost in the woodworks, as nothing has been heard since. And finally, the John Woo Metroid movie. Around 2006, John Woo, an incredible action filmmaker from Hong Kong, was apparently committed to making a Metroid movie. It's a little unclear if he got permission to do this or not, but it's looking like he didn't. Video games and movies aren't the same, and that's okay. They each have strengths in the context of their medium. It's understandable that a lot of these movies probably sounded like a great idea to investors and executives alike, but in practice, perfect conversion isn't really possible due to how we interact with these two separate mediums differently. It's incredibly difficult to translate what makes a game fun into something you can't interact with at all. But that doesn't mean that there aren't successful video game movies, or shows, or live-action films. It seems like the industry is finally figuring it out a little bit. More than anything, the struggle of translation is one that we have grappled with for eons, and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. But it's nice to know that at least we're getting there a little bit. Thank you for watching. More than anything, the struggle